Oh, wow. It's ridiculous. Week 5 of lockdown in America, and I could really use a shave and a haircut. If things go on like this much longer, I'm going to start looking like one of the Bee Gees. Yeah. But I'm just doing my part, staying inside and, staying alive, staying alive. Whether you're a mother or whether you're a brother, welcome to This Week in Gambling. And if you're anything like me, this whole shelter-in-place thing is getting pretty frustrating, even though I know we have to do it. Last week we discussed when casinos would reopen because eventually these restrictions will end and eventually people will want to travel again. If you'd like to see that video, just follow the link above. This week's big story is about what we can expect when the casinos do eventually reopen. Undoubtedly, one of the biggest changes will be that not every casino is going to make it through this downtime. And I'm not just talking about Las Vegas. Casinos all across America are losing millions and millions of dollars every day. It's estimated that Caesars Corporation can survive this shutdown for about 8 months. MGM, only about 9. Boyd Gaming, about 10. The Sands Corporation and Wynn can survive about 15 to 20 months. But what about the peripheral industries affected by all of this? Everyone who depends on the gaming industry, from taxi drivers to airline workers, is basically shut down right now. Think about the Uber drivers, the restaurant workers, and the people who put on all those extravagant shows. Oh, the Vegas shows. Yes, another big change could be an end to big venue attractions. Take, for example, Cirque du Soleil, just gone. And it's not just the shows that are in danger. Other amenities at hotels where crowds gather, like nightclubs, buffets, and pools. I realize we've spoken almost exclusively about Las Vegas in this video because, after all, they are the biggest gaming destination in the country. But other casinos all across America are hurting as well. Penn National estimates they can survive only about 5 months of casino closures, while Red Rock says about a year. Two of the biggest tribal casinos in America, Foxwoods and Mohegan Sun, both shut down last month and furloughed their employees, some of which have not been paid. But what about the hundreds and hundreds of other tribal gaming sites that might not be able to withstand a closure of several months? Hopefully there will be some federal aid money for that. Also, Dorado Resorts, although the only thing I hear about them is that they're still moving forward with their plans to merge with Caesars. And if that's what they're trying to do, then, well, I guess that's some good news. But you know, it's all right. It's okay. We'll live to see another day because not all of the potential changes coming to Las Vegas are necessarily bad. In fact, when we come back from the break, we'll discuss some of the tremendous opportunities that may exist for visitors that are brave enough to venture out.
This week's exclusive promotion is for Unique Casino. Right now, Casino City has specials to play at the Unique Casino and other online sites. Visit online.casinocity.com for details.
Hey, welcome back. You know, like I was saying before the break, not all of these potential changes coming to Las Vegas are necessarily a bad thing for visitors. In fact, even now, we're already seeing some huge discounts and great deals on hotel rooms and airfare. Just remember that buying anything right now could be risky because we don't know when all this pandemic lockdown stuff is going to actually come to an end. However, When things do get back to normal, some analysts believe that we may see an end to those stupid hotel resort fees. You know, those fees they use to advertise a lower rate that you're really not getting, and then they add them on at the end when you go to check out and jack up the price. Yeah, those. And we may see an end to hotel parking fees as well. Another change that was taking place before the coronavirus struck was hotel automation. I've actually gone to Las Vegas, checked into a hotel at a kiosk, stayed a week, checked out at the kiosk, and never even spoken to anyone at the property. Moving forward, I would expect to see even more kiosks and automation. Also, the way they clean your room, the elevators, and all the gaming equipment will have to change. And I can say that with some confidence because I know if they don't change it, ain't nobody going back to their hotels or their casinos. Not you, not me, nobody. I would expect much stricter state regulations, probably in line with the CDC. At the end of the day, my friends, just remember, we're all in this together. And even if things don't get back to exactly the way they were, they will eventually get better. And if you're in Las Vegas and you feel the city shaking but everybody's breaking, we're just staying alive.
Rock me, Amadeus.